Hey guys, we need to find a cube here in this whole collection of stuff where we're going to be playing cube defense. So let's find some cubes. We got a few right here. Look at this cube. I mean, it's an outline. A cube close enough. That fell. Don't worry about that. Cube. Look at this cube Piplup. I don't even know what's back there. Oh, what else? We got the cube pets. This boy's like... That thing's falling over. Big cube. Yo guys, welcome to Cube Defense, an ancient tower defense game on Roblox that hasn't really modernized, but still has great updates. It released 2018 around TDS's era, created 8/28, so it was only a few months after. Either way, I think this game shines in gameplay. It's obviously its looks. I don't think they've aged bad. It looks like older Roblox. Bar break. Now the thing is that this game in general is very niche. It averages only a couple hundred players. On a big update you can get higher than that. But I originally played this game I think like 7 years ago. Played back then. Where are you? How's the elevator not gone? Alright, he left. Now there's a lot of similarities in this game. There's definitely inspiration off of Balloon's tower defense with stuff like Paragon towers, well Paragon upgrades really. You can see some fundamental differences, like you equip 10 towers at once and each tower has a set amount you can place every round. We got Egg Cannon and Easter Tower. I don't even know what Easter event this is, but I have it. I bought it with eggs this event though because I didn't play whatever event this was from. So right now, I'm level 41 and I can't play Nightmare mode yet. So I have to grind this Chaos mode because it's the most mechanically efficient thing to do. Something you might have noticed, towers have 3D range instead of just flat range. So if you place towers on elevation like here, you can see the range will be cut down quite a bit. Biggest gameplay gripe is placement zones, the confusion of where you can and can't place towers. Or placing towers next to each other, their hitboxes are very jank. Like right here, I can place a campfire here, but why can't I place it here? I should be able to place this here. It's not even touching the railgun, but I can't. I had to move it all the way up to there. And that's probably the most frustrating part. But besides that, I think it's a very, very good game, especially for when it was made. This game was more popular a couple of years ago, and I think it's less popular now because they kept adding new things, which is nice, but they never innovated, I guess, of how the game looks. Because to the average 10-year-old, this game will not appeal to anyone because of how basic it is. Now, I think the gameplay curve works very well because you start off with simple towers and they get more complicated. The harder. Ow! Oh, I just stabbed my head. Okay. The towers, they start simple but get more complicated to use the more expensive they get. That's how it mostly works. Look at this, bro. We got a rail minigun. We got 5 big booms. Nobody's saying that in 2026. So this rail minigun, it starts off shooting slow, and then the more it shoots, the more heat builds up, or the fire rate builds up, and then it explodes when the heat becomes too high. Also, there's lead and hidden detection. There's quite a few towers in this game, though, that don't have hidden detection. A lot of towers do have lead detection, but there's quite a few towers that don't have hidden detection, which is why this tower, the campfire, one of the most important towers in the game, because you can see right here, shadow sight. Look at that, everything in shadow sight. In this game that actually matters. Getting shadow sight on towers is quite hard. I should have taken more interesting towers. I think a lot of people's biggest complaint, or well, for the average person, no. Let's reword that better, because that's not true. What people that don't know really anything about this game, something they think of is the enemies are just cubes, which they are. Some of them do have a bit more design. I like it still, it's simple. It's better than Skibbity Toilet. Some cubes do have design. I mean, you can tell probably which cubes look older based off of the design in them. Alright, let's get some airstrikes. We got satellite base. Look at that. We got one. Satellite. Yes, sir. I think the gameplay is the biggest strength of this game, though. It is not super confusing or insanely difficult. Like, I think the biggest problem with TDX is that grinding that game is miserable because you have to do the most elaborate game of all time every round you play for like 2,000 coins, and then you have to do that like 25 times to get a tower, which is not fun. And that's why I stopped playing that game. That game was I mean, yes, do I have a skill issue? Probably, but I hate how frustrating it was to grind. Wait, look at that. Oh, also, hold on. I'm gonna do something funny mid-video. I gotta load up Pokemon Go real quick. Yo, the score. Wait, chat, are we catching this? Hold on. Wait, look at that. Wait, backwards catch. Wait, I can't see. Hold on. No, bro, no. Come on, no. Get the score. Oh, let's go over him. Alright, what am I doing? Alright, we got the satellite. This tower, basically the same thing, but we see a big ball. Huge ball in the sky. This is a level 30 tower. Upgrade. 11 CP Squirtle. It has terrible IVs. Alright, well, we have a bunch of big balls in the air. They're gonna be airstriking. Big airstrike. You see, look at this. Huge. 400 damage, 180 splash damage. The satellites, they're basically the same thing, but they do less damage and shoot quicker. We can get all that. See, 175, 40 splash, and they're also cheaper. It is almost the same thing though as the orbital cannon. Both these towers are very similar. Get the two maxed out rail miniguns. There's a rail minigun and then an actual rail gun. Oh yeah, I will say something that is dumb is the upgrade keybinds. This being a game pass, I think that's kind of stupid. It is what it is though, because if you don't have the upgrade keybind game pass, what you do, I mean, it's not awful, but you actually let's see here, where can we place the tower? You place the tower here, and then you have to just click in and just upgrade in here. It's not the worst, but a bit of an L. Look at Sun Cube. For towers that deal sun damage, can't hurt them. I didn't bring the temple, bro. Why? I'm making a video on this game. I should showcase the temple. The temple's cool. Yeah, so we have rail. I mean, he's a railgun. High damage, a little slow, big range. What else do I say? Good, reliable. I think the rail minigun is better. There's more things you can use the rail minigun for, but this thing does do damage, and that is all. Oh yeah, the enhancer. This thing gives fire rate and damage buff. That's it. Although you can only place one of it, where you can place 3 campfires. Also, we have the Fabricator, and I'll show you on a... We'll get to this tower on a different map, because there's nothing you can defabricate on this map. It doesn't do anything. Here we got Paragon Blade Spinner. Paragons, for most towers, they buff, like, the base tower stats a little bit, and then they get an extra upgrade at max, and then, which is right here. Normal Blade Spinner does not have a $58,000 upgrade. And like in Bloons Tower Defense, you can only have 1 Paragon of that tower. Let me get it. No. So it's damage 30. Boom. Kind of big. I'd be surprised if you would get more than 2 blade spinners though. This is just, it's a good early game tower for events. That's what this tower is mainly good for. Look at this. As you upgrade the orbital cannon, the cube, hold on, wait. Right there, the cube getting higher. The sun's blocking, bro. The sun. The cube is getting higher. And same with these satellites here. Yeah, that eating why do the sun cubes have like a sound where like someone's eating? And we can max out the egg cannon. I mean, egg cannon, he's cool. Look at that. Boom. Oh yeah, we have this thing. This thing just keeps draining HP as it produces things. And when it gets to low HP, it'll make a run for it. So, oh yeah, max satellite. We get this thing. We get really big balls. I do have skins for these towers. I mean, you can probably tell. These towers don't look anything like when I place them down. Or compared to my hotbar. But you get big balls in the air. How much longer do we gotta wait? No, you see like, what, 30k? 25k HP where he starts making the mad dash? Alright, and then look at this. Max one of these. We get spiky ball. I don't even know if you can see it. No, you see like you see spikes in it. It's just enveloped by the satellites though. If we run on the back, oh there it is. There we go. Spiky death ball. Oh shoot, ball. Oh, I forgot they do that. I thought I like somehow died on accident. For the increase your HP for the wave 35 boss. Oh, he's coming. Oh wait, wait, it's like low-key GG's. What's yo? Wait, hold on. Big boom. I need big booms right now. This thing's a cooldown 13 seconds, bro, please. Big boom! Thank you. Oh, what else do we got? We got anti-cube defense. Yeah, I don't know why it's called that. It's just a big missile tower. Very fast firing. Despite it being a literal rocket tower, it has very little splash damage. If we go max, its splash damage is 15. Its base damage being 180. But it's still very good for just damage. That's all you're gonna use this tower for because it's expensive. This cube, when it's just like out here, it just drains your HP casually. I don't know how or why. It just says like aura to drain your HP basically. Nice. Oh, also yes, you can look. We're gonna place our rail miniguns on the tree. Hey, look, and they have medic cubes to heal us. Oh, place the tower. Why? See, like, bro, like when you get place down towers in a panic, it's so hard. That's a lot of cutting. All right, Rubik's King. Rubik's King. He gonna probably get a big boom. He kind of got airstrike. You can buy a tower. Look at this spike trap. I'm not using this because it probably sucks. Alright, so right here we have the Fabricator. And what this thing can do is on most maps it can clear out like objects that are kind of just in the way. You see right here, this cactus. We're gonna do that and it's gonna start eating the cactus, and that's how the Fabricator works. Very basic tower, but also very necessary for like any map in this game, as you want to clear out as much stuff as you can most of the time to give yourself space to place out towers. Alright, now that I have a bit more base stuff set up, we're gonna show you another tower, and the Exostar. And we're gonna place it like right here. Looks about good. This tower, it's at the strongest, is a boss killer. It slowly builds up damage the more time it's locked on enemy. So we're gonna max this thing out. But see, it's building up its damage as it's locked on the enemy for longer. There is a better version of the Exostar. I don't own it yet. Alright, next up we got Egg Fabricator, another Easter event tower from I think 2021. So right here we're gonna place it right there. And as you see, it lays down eggs on the path. However, I got the Paragon of this tower from this event. Well, this is the Paragon skid because it looks different. Now we're gonna get to this upgrade, which is the end of its normal upgrades. However, this upgrade and the Paragon makes it do a couple more interesting things. This present here spawns in an egg catapult. In a way, it's kind of like an engineer-ish, the way that thing works at max. And last, oh wait, shoot, I forgot. I need to clear out all these cactuses around the map. Last, definitely not least, we got the one and only Sun Temple. Look at it right there, Sun Temple. This tower, so its first few upgrades are normal. It's a big temple that does pretty good damage. However, this last upgrade, you need a certain amount of sacrifice to max it out. You place down towers, and this is where temple gain comes in. But you need a temple gain to max out this tower. 2160, that is higher than 2132, so now we can max out this tower. I don't have some Sun Temple MK2, because there is a better Sun Temple, but I'm not rich enough or high enough level. Although I think the Sun Temples, both Sun Temples can work together. Here, look at that. And then here, it takes all these towers, and then if you didn't get all the temple game, it would only do 1 damage, but in this it does 150 damage. And you're obviously not supposed to put these next to each other because there's negative 2.5k temple gain. Here, we can put multiple of these. I just need to make sure they don't overlap in range. I hope everything's okay up front. However, the Sun Temples, these things don't take buffs from towers. It won't ever connect to the temple. Now, when it does this big explosion when you max it, it's supposed to stun towers, although I don't think it does. From what I've noticed, it doesn't really. Bang. Very nice.